One important problem in data stream processing is to come up with data stream synopses. These are compact in-memory structures which are continuously maintained over potentially terabytes of data coming into the system at a continuous rate. And the stream processor is then somehow accessing the elements from the data stream and is creating and updating such a synopsis, which is illustrated here. And based on the synopsis, the stream processor is able to return approximate query answers, for instance, used in trend detection in Twitter or other applications, and also anomaly detection. So what are the requirements on the synopsis and the algorithms? First of all, every record coming into the system from the data stream should be examined at most once. Then the space consumption should be very little, logarithmic or polylogarithmic in the size of the data stream. And creating and querying the synopsis should take little amount of time. So here are the basic ideas behind sampling. In sampling, we just take a random sample of the data stream. We call that sample S. And this sample is then used to evaluate the query in an approximate way. So assume we have a data stream here which has 12 elements, and our random sample consists of the elements 9, 5, 1, and 8. And as you can see here in the query we look at in SQL syntax, we want to apply an aggregation function on the elements for those elements which are odd. So now that it depends, of course, on the aggregation function to see how we are using the sample. First, if the aggregation function is average, so we want to compute the average over all elements where the element is odd. Well, how do we do this on a sample? We just compute the average of the odd elements in our sample S, and the answer is 5. So what happens if the aggregation is count? Then we return the average over all the elements E in S, and not the elements themselves, but the element n is considered, or the value n is considered, if the entry E is odd, and 0 if it is even. And in this case, we get the answer 12 times 3 divided by 4, which is 9. So why is this? Well, n is 12, and here we look at the odd elements, so it is 9, 5, and 1. So we have 3 times the 12, and 1 time 0. So basically this is simply 3 divided by 4 times 12 as the average, which is 9. These are here for count, sum, average, unbiased estimator. So an expectation they would give the correct result. And we can use the Höfting bound or the Chernoff bound for some average or respectively count to derive some error bounds. So in this example, we just made use of a random sample, which was just written there, right? But in general, sampling from a data stream is really a fundamental problem because you want to draw these samples in a uniform way. And then, of course, once you have this uniform sample, you can use the sample to approximate your query result. Now, the problem is, how do you obtain a uniform sample if the stream is not ending? So we don't know how long the stream is. We do not know when to sample, or how often we want to sample. In the previous example, this was, of course, the toy example written there, and you want to draw a random sample of a certain size, and you can do that, right? I mean, this is not really the problem once you have the access to all of the stream contents. But here, in the general problem, we do not know how long the stream is, and this is like a problem to be solved. The first approach we see here is called reservoir sampling. So the problem is we want to create a uniform sample of size m. Let's say in this example here m equals 4. So you see here in this box, this is our reservoir, and we initialize this reservoir with the first m entries from our data stream. Right, so let's say we just did it, so we have these 4 elements in, and then for the next items to come, so the item number 5, the item number 6, and so on, we're looking at the item at the i's position, and we sample this item with probability m divided by I. For instance, here at the position 5, we would sample this one here with a probability of 4 divided by 5. And then, in case we sample it, we randomly replace one of the already sampled items by this newly inserted item. For instance, we decide that we sample this one here, and it could be that we're just dropping this one, right? So this is like done in a random way. And then the algorithm continues. We always have to decide, also at position 6, with probability of 4 divided by 6, we are sampling this gray item here, and then in case we sample it, we also have to replace then one existing item from our sample, and so on. So the next one is called min-wise sampling, also very simple. Here again we were interested in getting a uniform sample of a certain size, and how min-wise sampling works is we assign a random number between 0 and 1 to every item in our stream, and we are storing in our sample the number m smallest of these items in terms of the random number we have assigned. Every item has the same chance to be in a sample, so the sample is uniform, and this can also run or be executed on multiple data streams separately and then can be merged. However, not all problems can be solved using sampling in data stream processing. For instance, counting how many distinct items you have in a stream is not possible, because if you have a large fraction of items not sampled, you don't know if they're all the same or all different, for instance. And other techniques we will see later on, they will look at all the items coming in. Also, they still not remember all of them, but they're doing some clever approximation of what we want to count. For instance, here we want to count how many distinct items we have in the stream.